In August 2025, tensions rose between the United States and the United Kingdom over free speech concerns. Vice President J.D. Vance directly challenged UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, referencing the conviction of Adam Smith Connor for silently praying near an abortion clinic. The US State Department's annual report accused the UK of significant human rights issues, highlighting restrictions on political speech and the controversial Online Safety Act. Starmer defended the UK's commitment to free expression, emphasising its enduring democratic values. Sir Keir Starmer defends Britain's record, while US Vice President J.D. Vance accuses the UK of silencing voices. From abortion clinic buffer zones to riot-related arrests, the clash raises questions. Where's the line between public safety and free expression? Breaking today, the US State Department accuses the UK of worsening human rights and restricting free speech. At the centre, Prime Minister Keir Starmer and his ongoing clash with US Vice President J.D. Vance. The annual Human Rights Practices report highlights credible restrictions on freedom of expression in Britain during 2024. It points to anti-Semitic incidents after October 7th, public space protection orders, and safe access zones around abortion clinics. It also targets the Online Safety Act, accusing ministers of chilling speech, especially after arrests following last summer's Southport riots. J.D. Vance has long criticised UK limits on protest and speech, contrasting them with America's First Amendment tradition. Starmer, on the other hand, insists Britain balances freedom with safety and has dismissed Vance's attacks as political theatre. The report highlights a deep cultural divide: America's near absolute protection of speech versus Britain's regulated approach. For Starmer, it's about order and security. For Washington, it looks like censorship. This transatlantic rift isn't going away, and free speech is once again a frontline issue in UK politics. London streets once again fill with voices demanding freedom of speech. Protesters gather, holding banners and chanting, asking a simple question: how free is free speech in the UK? From Westminster to Trafalgar Square, demonstrators claim new laws are tightening what citizens can and cannot say. Public space protection orders, safe access zones near clinics, and the Online Safety Act are seen by critics as steps towards censorship. Supporters of the laws argue they protect vulnerable people and keep the public safe. On one side, protesters chant, "Our voices matter, our words are free." They say politicians fear dissent and are silencing criticism under the label of hate speech. On the other side, counter-protesters remind that freedom has limits, especially when words cross into harassment or incitement. The clash of chants echoes through London's streets, symbolising the deeper struggle at the heart of democracy. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer insists the UK protects free expression while defending safety. But across the Atlantic, US Vice President J.D. Vance calls these laws proof that Britain is drifting into censorship. The tension between safety and liberty has become an international talking point, and London's protests are now part of that global stage. As flares of protest light the night, one truth remains clear: freedom of speech is not a finished debate. In London, it's alive, loud, and contested, with every chant, every banner, and every step echoing the question: how free is freedom? You're watching CM Vox Vision. Subscribe and ring the bell for more global politics explained, with facts, voices, and perspective.